we're taking the ferry from Tobermory to Manitoulin Island. And as you can see, it is so windy on Lake Huron. We're in northern Ontario. Though it has a land area of 806,000 square kilometers, 88% of the land area of Ontario, only 780,000 people live here. That's about 6% of the province's total population. Northern Ontario contains cute little towns, large cities, and tons of cool geographical features and wildlife. Population here is sparse, and industrial development is minimal. Yet things are starting to change, and the north is opening up. Our goal is to uncover it. Our ferry takes us through Lake Huron to Manitoulin Island, which is blessed with such incredible natural beauty. This island attracts visitors from all over the world as it's so impressive. In fact, it is the largest lake island in the world, large enough that it has over 100 inland lakes itself. Our first stop is Sault Ste. Marie. As you can see, the city is in both Ontario and Michigan, two separate sister cities. The population on the Canadian side is 73,000, the third largest city in Northern Ontario. We're going to visit our friends Dave and Candace, who are going to take us biking around the Soo. Our next stop is Sudbury, the largest city in Northern Ontario with a population of 161,000. Sudbury has been long associated with mining and smelting. By the 1960s, this led to considerable environmental devastation, with approximately 7,000 lakes and 17,000 square kilometers being acidified. No vegetation grew near the city. Some even said it was like walking on the moon. But look at Sudbury now. With new government regulations, Sudbury has come back. In fact, it's held as an international example of successful regreening and used as a template for other cities. We're going to take a break in the city of North Bay, appropriately called the Gateway of the North. It's a nice city in the northeast end of Lake Nipissing. There's plenty of hidden gems scattered around the city if you're looking. North Bay has many beaches and trails just outside the city waiting to be found. This will be our home base for a while as we really want to see the massive Algonquin Park, the first and one of the largest parks in Canada. North Bay isn't the only city that borders the park. Check out some of these towns. From Algonquin Park, we start heading north. Our first stop is Devil's Rock. This place is magnificent. We can't believe more people aren't talking about this.
Hey Ken, how's our gas?
Really low, we probably gotta fill up soon.
Okay, we'll just have to stop by the next town.
We filled up in Kirkland Lake, a neat mining town that was built on gold. Now we really start heading north, traveling along Highway 11. Notice how the terrain changes. That's because we're heading into the Canadian Shield. The Canadian Shield is an area of exposed continental crust. You can find rocks here that are at least 1 billion years old, known as Precambrian rocks. This shield makes up about 50% of Canada's landmass and even reaches into several American states. This northern tundra is sparsely populated, but also home to lots of wildlife and beautiful scenes like this. Make sure to stop and check out some of these northern towns when you come up here. On your way to Thunder Bay, you will see this monument commemorating Terry Fox's Marathon of Hope. His run ended here when the cancer returned in his lung and soon after took his life. From the lookout, you can see a great view of Lake Superior and the Sleeping Giant. Now, I can't really see it. Can you? You can also see the Thunder Bay skyline, the second largest city in Northern Ontario with 108,000.
We took a break from driving and just did some sightseeing around the city. Kakabeka Falls was by far my favorite.
This is the hike down to the Lake Superior petroglyphs. You can tell it's really rocky.
All these cool parks are not far off from Thunder Bay. There were many other parks and trails, but we're out of time. If we missed something we shouldn't have, let us know in the comments. But for us, it's time to press on to our last stop in Ontario. We filled up and have a bite to eat in this cottage town. We had such a great time in Ontario that we devoted 2 videos to it, but it still doesn't scratch the surface of what's here. We're now only 200 kilometers from our next province, Manitoba. Alyssa, do you want to take the wheel for a bit?
Yes, I do. We'll see you in Manitoba.
Bye.